All right, so I'm gonna try to make this video quick. Please listen with an open mind, because it's not even listening with an open mind. If you're not ready to receive the message, then I guess it's just not for you right now. But if you are, then if you were to die today, what would you want your last day to be like? What's really going to fulfill you enough to make you happy whenever you're punching the clock, right? So what I mean by that is obviously what I just said. I mean, I don't think I have to really further explain that. But if you feel like one day isn't enough, that should be a prime reason for you to be able to start acting on the things that you feel like are important in your life, the fulfilling things, because we know that as within is so without, right? So however you feel on the internal is going to be reflected on your external. So it's going to be very difficult to fake a smile and be happy externally, and try to emit positive energy if you don't feel that within. So if you don't feel fulfilled within, a lot of things are going to bother you. You're not going to be able to have a simple conversation with somebody. You're going to be too distracted because you don't feel good. So make sure whatever you're doing your day-to-day is what fulfills you. And it's best, for me personally, I recommend doing it in the morning before you do anything, before you, touch your phone or anything. Me personally, I like to I avoid all human interaction as long as I can. But I got a family, so that's why I try to wake up earlier than them, so I can be able to make sure that I'm doing whatever fulfills me in this life, I'm making sure that I'm happy and I'm straight, so I can bring that joy and that happiness to my family, But yeah, just make sure you sit with yourself and try to listen to that authentic voice and actually sit with it and don't be distracted. It's because that voice is silent. It's so difficult to listen to that voice when you got a whole bunch of distractions in your face. You got to focus. That's why it's best to be alone, to meditate, whatever you want to do. But you have to listen to that authentic voice and understand, what the hell do I want to do today? What the hell is the most important? I do that when I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat, I'll sit down and be like, okay, what do I really want to eat? What do I really want to do? Jesus, what makes you happy? What when you go to sleep tonight, are you going to be fulfilled, right? And I suggest that you do the same thing so you can make sure that you're living a happy, peaceful life, and you can bring the best you to everyone around you. So I hope this video was informative. Maybe somebody will change your life today, and that could be the same thing with your job. Is your job really what you want to do? Like a lot of people, they sit there and say, oh my God, I hate this job, blah, 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 blah. But they're not putting in the steps to change whatever they want to do. So don't be that person. If you want to change something in your life, just change it. Just put in the steps, put in the work. Only person that can change it is you and God. And I know sometimes it'd be difficult to understand what your purpose is whenever you get deeper into being intentional and understanding yourself. Like as of right now, I don't even know if I can say that. I feel so I'm trying to think of a beginner's aspect. If I'm working a job I don't like, okay, let me put down my my devices, and let me sit with myself and figure out, what the hell do I really want to do in this life, And sometimes you might second guess whatever path, that feels the most fulfilling for you. But, because it took me a while. I've had so many times that I need to do music, but it's now I'm actually genuinely understanding that this is my purpose, at least from right now. For right now, I feel like this is my purpose. I have to do this. This is the only thing that fulfills me. This is the only thing that, that I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. To my knowledge, there's nothing else I want to do. The only thing I'd rather want to do is sit in silence and work on myself, you know. But that me sitting in silence and working on myself translates to my music. Because when I understand myself more, I can make a song for the people who are going through the same things that I'm going through and give them a solution, right? But yeah, so just keep on going and sit with yourself and understand whatever you want to do in your life. And just eventually, there'll be signs that this is what you're supposed to do. There'll be signs, because there's been so many signs for me. Sometimes it feels like, God isn't there, but God's always there, bro. Or whatever you want to call him. I'm not religious. I don't have a religion. I just listen to me. I listen to me, and I, use my intuition and be like, okay, this is right. I be a good person, and I just do my best to be happy, because I feel like you have to create your happiness, I feel like you have to live like what I'm telling you now. You have to just live fulfilling. You have to live a fulfilling life. Do what you want. This world is for you to create whatever lifestyle that you want to create. So you do that. You do that to the best of your ability. So if you're not liking the job that you're working at, figure out, what do you really want to do. You can't just quit your job unless you want to be homeless. You use your brain and you figure out what's best for you, right? And you quit your job, whatever. I'm not gonna say I don't care, but I don't, right? It's your life. You do what you want. It's for you to create. I can't control your life. But if you feel like the job that you're working isn't fulfilling, which a lot of people are, like, they do it for the money, figure out what you really want to do and start doing that, and make sure you're showing up for yourself. Make sure, like, every day you put in the work, because every day you get better. You get, I won't say 1% better, because I have a sign in my garage that says 1% better every day. I say like 0.1% better every time. Not every day, but every time you hop on whatever you're doing, whatever your task is. So make sure you're doing it as consistently as you can. I can't even say every day. Just make sure you're consistent. And eventually you're going to reach whatever goal you want to reach. You just have to show up for yourself. Make sure this is like, that's why you have to sit in silence, Like I said, figure out what you really want to do. And understand, okay, this is the task I want. This is my target. There's nothing else that's comparing to the feeling that I'm feeling about this. So this has to be it. So now I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. I'm about to go nuts, all right? And there's going to be doubt. For sure, there's going to be doubt. But there's going to be signs as well showing that this is what you're supposed to be doing. And judge off that feeling. Does this feel like what I need to be doing? And I feel like, it takes time to understand that too. Understand the feeling of, okay, I would say, like, your authentic self trying to talk to you. Be like, because you have emotions too. So you have to try to, like, separate your emotions from, like, the actual feeling of your authentic self trying to talk to you. But if you just keep practicing, you will eventually understand it. You just have to start. So whatever you want to do, start showing up for yourself and start talking to yourself and understanding yourself and understanding the voice of your higher self, and being there for yourself. Like I was saying, this world is meant for you to create the life that you want to live. So just do your best to live it the way you want to do it, because at the end of the day, this life is going to be gone eventually. So while we're here, you might as well take full advantage of everything. You're great. You can be anything you want in this world. You don't have to limit your energy or limit yourself around anybody, right? You don't have to be like the masses. You can be one of one, because that's what you are. You are one of one. Your personality, all that stuff. It's you. Be you. Be authentically you. Do exactly what you want to do. Don't change yourself because of what society wants you to be. Just be authentically you. Vibrate at the highest level of you. Let your authentic self flow through this world. Don't care about what other people think about you. You're great. I believe in you. I love you if you don't love yourself. It takes time to build that self-love, but you can do it. Take it easy. You got this. The world is your oyster. You You're great. You're great. You're great. You're great. I love you. Take it easy. Bye.